Hey, I'm Chuck. This is Up Chuck Chops. Thanks for joining me. Today, I've got to work on my old Chevy. It runs, but it's got a miss, and I'm certain that is due to a dirty carburetor. I'm going to take you back in time to a clip I took earlier this summer, show you what's going on after I tell you this little story. So, I think I bought this thing in 2020 or 2021. 86 Chevy, half-ton, 4.3 carbureted V6. Original 3 on the tree, now it's 3 on the floor. It's pretty good old truck for what it is. But at just barely on the throttle, it'll cough and shake, and it doesn't like it. I think of that because it ran fine before the distributor went out a few years back. I got the distributor changed. It took a long time. It sat a long time, and that's when the carburetor issue started. I've been procrastinating. I bought these parts in October of last year, 2024, because it runs even though it's not right, but that's better than not running at all if I mess this up. But I gotta do something because I don't hardly drive it, and that's because it doesn't really run right. I don't trust it. Hopefully I can get it pulled, clean, fixed, put back on in between holiday events, because the weather is in the 50s this week. That's unusual. And if I have this little bit of extra time off of work to do the things that I need / want to do, it's what we're going to get into. I'm going to try. We're in the greasy old Chevy. Old Beaver Lake. Been on the channel a couple times. I'll show you how it acts going down the road. And then, since I've become soft, I got to go get my propane filled up so my garage has heat. Because after I got a garage, that was super nice. And then I got a little bit of insulation and a little bit of warmth in there, and I realized how super nice that is. I'm spoiled, sort of. So I'm going to stick you up on the dash, and we're going to go to the hardware store. Going to get some hardware bits for my saddlebags. All right, so I had to jump this old girl, poor thing. It'll idle like a champ. And she's cold-natured as all get out. But it does the thing. Uh-oh. My 100-pound propane tank just took a roll. Watch, since it's on camera, it won't do it. It ain't doing it. Usually it's going at low throttle position. And it's the way she goes. That's all I can say. Maybe my procrastination has paid off. That rarely happens, but usually if I'd step on it or just run through the gears, there it is. There she goes. Little hiccup. Anyhow, usually if I was just running through the gears and on it, it's fine. It's when you're going just the littlest bit of throttle that it wants to hiccup. The thing about pickup trucks is, this 86 Chevrolet, I paid $2,500 for in 2021, I think. Does the exact same thing that a $20,000 pickup with 150,000 miles on it will do, or exactly what a well, that's unfortunate. There went my propane tank again. It'll also do what a $60,000 to $60,000+ new truck will do. That's why I have a hard time buying one. And if I put $10,000 or $15,000 into this truck, which is a lot of money, it would still do all the things that a brand new or expensive truck will do. So I don't know what the answer is. I know unless YouTube starts writing, there it goes. There's the hiccup. You feel it? Anyhow, unless I find a way to get rich, this dude ain't getting a new pickup truck. A new pickup truck would be a low miler, 20-year-old pickup truck. This one's only almost 40, so it's fine. Whoops. Time to find my hardware and hope this joker starts in a few minutes. I'll catch you later. All right. Flammable liquid acquired. I didn't know this, but the fella that filled my tank up told me that on the tank itself there's a TW and then a number. That number is what the tank weighs empty. But so mine was TW70, weighed 70 lbs empty, and now it weighs 170. I get to carry that through the garage. I'm only filming this, so if something goes wrong and I go boom, maybe the camera will survive. You guys will see my last moments. There it is. There's the hiccups. This poor old thing, she's due for an oil change and a check over everything and a carb clean, and she'll be mint. Put it on Marketplace that I'd drive to California. It might make it. Give you a quick walk around of the old truck. Beaver Lake. See, it ain't much, but it's my old truck. And it has the normal rust spots, dents and dings of a truck that's been worked, but I think my wheel to tire combo is cool. And if I get this carb dialed in, we'll be pretty good. Here's what we have. Oh, there's that tube. I was all worried about that. I'm gonna take the battery out and get it on a charger. And honestly, you're coming along for the ride. So hopefully I can remember how this comes apart and goes together. Not very many of these do you see with that intact. I'm gonna try and keep it that way. I wonder what Derek with Vice Grip Garage is doing today. Okay. There's that. Comes out. Okay. This hose from the exhaust manifold goes in here. This, see the T? I don't know where that goes, but that's where it is. See this coming into the back of the carb. Kind of get a good view of everything. These rubbers coming off, up and around here and down. Pardon me. This little guy comes around and into here. There's going to be more to this than I thought. Okay. See this? Right there on that little port. I'm going to tuck it there. I'm going to unhook the choke linkage. See how much it's sticking out? Just a little bit. Lay that out of the way. We'll take that loose. That one runs down and around the front. Well, there's that. See? Got into that block. Okay. Now, I am just trying to get everything loose that I need to get loose so it'll come out. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna undo my fuel line. I know I'm gonna have to do that. And okay. I am curious to see. This truck takes forever to fire off, crank it over, and I think it's because the fuel bleeds off. And it is set for a hot minute and I haven't cranked it over, so I bet no fuel, or very, very little fuel, comes out of this fuel line. Tiny drop. Okay. Now, see where that goes? Runs around into this. I don't know where that came from. That right there, but we'll let it chill. That's loose. Okay. Coming over the driver's side. This should wiggle off. And it. Okay. See where this one goes? Right there. Up. And into this block. Need to unhook the throttle cable. Look at that. Put that clip right back where it came from, because I don't want to lose it. Okay, there it is. Throttle return spring coming off. All right. There's a vacuum back here. See that? That's gonna have to come loose. That is resisting me. I have not really studied any videos on how to do this, but I'm pretty certain I know how to get it apart, or that I'm capable of getting it apart.
Going back together will be the trick. Okay, there's that. 2. Oh, I missed the hose. That'll be alright. I have a tool for that. Okay, see what happens now. What else? What else am I hooked on? Okay.
I did not see this line, and I don't feel a clamp on it. I could take it out of this T right here, take it loose off of it. I think if it fights me very hard, that may be what I do. Minimal fight. Okay. There it is. I got her loose. That's all it took. Now I have to go get some rags. Stuff that full. Make sure I'm not losing any gasket material stuff. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Well, so far I am happy with progress. Wonder if oh, there it went. Man, that is hefty. All right, I get a couple more rags, paper towels, stuff in there. Whew. What now? I don't know. I'm not even 100% certain I have the right parts, but I think that filter's right. I have changed it before. This, I believe, I am not sure. I'm not sure what that is. I have this. It's a float. Sure enough, it is. And then I have a high grade complete fuel system repair. I think I did the old shotgun blast method when I purchased this and bought everything I could get my hands on. And hey, it has a instruction. That's pretty sweet. Or at least a worksheet. Parts list. Rock Auto said this was the right part. Okay. I would say it's almost time to scrub a dub. I don't think my ultrasonic is big enough to drop the whole thing in. The fronts and backs both look the same. Well, the two fronts are obviously the two fronts and the two backs are the two backs. And they are the same. I wonder if I can find some, yucky. Wom. Well, I'm gonna get a bucket and I'm gonna put the carb cleaner to it. Just see what comes off. And see if I can find a number on here. So, I think I'm in over my head. I found the the ID number. It's up here. And there's a lot to this. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy a new carburetor or rebuild this one. Not sure my kit's right, but I don't think I'm gonna know 100% until I take apart stuff. So this is gonna be difficult. I need to get more carb cleaner, and I got some other stuff I gotta get going on. So we're gonna take a pause on this, and then I'll ponder it, and we'll revisit it. I'm gonna have to watch a lot more videos. I'm in trouble here. I've watched some additional videos. I better put on my coveralls. I don't want to ruin my eBay Levi's. The video I watched indicated I might be able to push this pin out and get it loose. This one goes on this side. You seeing what we got going on here? It moved a little. I hate to do this, but probably gonna have to sacrifice this. that still not all the way out? See those two guys? That's what I'm taking out next. Get these broke loose. I will do the old cardboard trick in case one of them are different. I think I can just pop all these out. I want to start there.
That's a long one. Now what?
Perchance, does this unscrew? It does. Teeny tiny guy right there.
I might just leave these two, just like that. Or I can poke 2 holes. I think I'm gonna leave them. Now,
This fell out. Goes in there. It's just stuck. Did I not have to take that out? That's gonna make me mad. Okay. Standard screwdriver and take that out. Okay, see if this happens like the movies. Okay, that lifted off. Still hung up on that. Ooh, it's stinky. I may have to just get rough with it. That's all it took. That is loose now. You saw that battle. Now. Look at all that yucky. Okay, that much is apart. Oh, well, it was that simple. I just wasn't pulling hard enough. It's orientated like this. This little nub heads forward. This tiny little spring sets underneath that. Big chunky plastic comes out. My float. My needle. That comes out and there's a ball underneath it. and a spring, I think. There it is. I'm going to flip the carb over and see if that ball falls out. The ball is out. Front of the carb, there's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make a hole in my cardboard where I marked them. It's a wonder that truck even ran. Look at that. Look at all that gummed up in there. Holy smokes. I'm going to take these 2 jets out. Note to self, looking at the front of the carburetor, I would assume they are the same. I'm going to avoid mixing them up if I can. Oh, grief. I can't see the lettering, the stamping on that. Put one on the right. I can't imagine they're different, but one on the left. I think that will come out too. I'm not going to do that. So, I think it's clean time. This is what my carburetor looks like after hours of soaking and scrubbing. And guess what? We're still not done. Much more to go, evidently. I hate clean carburetors. Okay, I think I am ready for reassembly. I have parts in the ultrasonic, and I looked at my needles, and the old needle is definitely worn. Let's see if I can show you that. See the old and... Come on. Anyhow, they're the same, but they're not because one's worn out. So I think I am going to try to change the needle seat. Use my big chisel. I think that might be what used to be an O-ring. Not much left. Excuse me, not no ring. That was a gasket. Look how much better that looks. I don't think there's anything stopping me from... Nothing needs to go in here is what I'm saying. Okay, that gasket fits. I don't see it covering any holes it's not supposed to. I don't see any up or any down. There's only one way it'll fit.
Cool.
I think the float's next. That seems right. Okay. One step closer. Now, I can't forget this check ball. And it goes in there. And I missed. I might have gotten out of order just a wee bit. Thankfully, I have a magnetized screwdriver. Okay. I remember this spring. Accelerator pump. One of these things is not like the other. I just have to make a match. YouTube consulted. You go down, get a little tension off that spring. I see. Oh, so close. Down and out. Come on. I see what's supposed to happen. I'm just having difficulty doing it. Woo, that was scary. There it went. Appears to be the same. I think that's how it goes. I think I made a mistake earlier. This spring came out of the hole with the ball in it. And it fits right inside there, funny enough. And I think this spring goes in here. I don't know where the big spring goes. I've never seen this big spring until it fell out last night. I'm gonna watch more of this video.
Moves as it should. He said that.
Okay. That's the next step. The guy on the video said this would be kind of a difficult I'm trying to hit a hole I can't see. 2 holes actually at once. Okay, see, it does fit. I just have to make that happen with the plastic piece in. This is really difficult. I'm gonna have to jimmy with it for a while. Trying to cheat here and hold the plastic piece up just a little so I can eyeball and get these to slide in the hole like they're supposed to. I pretty much have to do it by touch, I think, and I do not have that touch because I haven't done this before. I think I got it. See that? Oh no! Well, I had it. Alright, so I finally got it. I kind of held the plastic piece up and eyeballed it with 2 thumbs, and then this little retainer here snaps in, and then it holds it, and then it will operate. Next thing I have to do is find which of these gaskets is right. I have 2. This one has these little tabs that go here. I remember scraping that gasket off. I see perforations. Before I tear the gasket, I'm going to watch a little more. Doggone it. Now comes my cardboard bit. I've used these to go and remind myself where everything goes. But I'm going to work from inside out, both directions. So, that's how I'm going to roll. None of this was super tight.
Okay.
I think the real challenge is going to be the linkages. Up next, oh, too big. Okay. Seems all right. A muzzle put my filter in while I'm thinking of it. That makes sense, right? Uh-oh. Because you're a dummy. Okay. Maybe I should find a washer. Doggone it. I'm aware there's some kind of cover vacuum with a nipple or something. But it didn't exist when I got this truck. Now we're all hooked together. That should hold. Okay. These are cleanish, cleaner, and hot. Now I just have to remember what goes where. I'm gonna have to go back and look. All right, so I remembered how this piece fit. And putting this bracket back on. And it dawned on me that I don't know where the accelerator pump lever is. I have went through my trash, I've looked on the floor, I've looked under everything. I don't know what could have happened to it, because it hangs on here and rocks like that, and there's a little pin in the middle. This is distressing. But I guess we just keep on keeping on. I do know this goes on there, so we can do that. I don't know how I lost that arm. I never took it away from here. Okay. That operates. Granted, it will be manual instead of vacuum. Maybe something. I don't remember. Okay, I guess I need to find my accelerator pump arm, and I need to remember where this goes. This is very upsetting. I found it. You know where it was? In my driveway. Evidently it had rattled off in the cleaning process, and you know, wonder which hole that was in. Ah, you can see where it's worn. I want to give that a shot of Croil, hoping it'll slide somewhat decently. Boy, that was a lot easier than when it came out. Look at that. Sweet. Now, see, this is how I do it. I gotta look at my pictures. That. Alright, now I gotta put that guy on the back with the stem going like that. I'm certain this goes this way. So I'll come back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. I think the hardest part of this whole deal is going to be getting these little bits and bobs put back together. The linkage. It's going to be like 65 today, December 28th. I would be really, really excited if I could get this back on the truck, fired up and running. Because it's going to be cold till like, you know, April now. I'm so close. I messed up and put the float in the wrong spot. Got to back up. Now I have to push that pin back through. Doggone it. Maybe since I've done it once, it'll be easier this time. No, it's not. I hate doing things twice with a passion. Yeah, I had just happened to read, oh, that's why. I had just happened to read in the literature that came with the parts that it needs hooked in a different space. It expressly says do not hook it through the hole. Getting mad. So I want to break this down and fix that. Okay, it took me some trial and error, but I think we are back together. I think all this stuff is jiving like it's supposed to, and I think I'm ready to set it back on the truck. However, I might be out of time for today. Whew. I don't know if I got... So, the kit says this is the correct one, the gasket against the intake. This is what came off of it. But it said it should work. All right, so I had a social engagement to go to, And it's now raining if you can't tell on the windshield. But, choke. I need to put the air cleaner back on, but I think other than that, we're a go. It went earlier. Well, the light battery's dead. So it runs. I have that going for me. I wonder if I don't need to fix my choke. Anyhow, I'm done with this video. And it's now really pouring. So, hey, thanks for watching with me. I'll catch you later.